The Sound of Music. 1965 remains one of the most cherished musical films of all time, a timeless story of love, family courage, and the power of song. In this video, we look back at the extraordinary cast who brought the Von Trapp family's journey to life and pay tribute to the actors who have sadly passed away. From their unforgettable performances to the emotional legacy they left on generations of viewers, we honor their contributions and celebrate the magic they helped create. Join us as we remember the stars who made The Sound of Music, an enduring classic that continues to touch hearts around the world. Christopher Plummer, born on December 13, 1929, portrayed Captain Georg von Trapp in the film The Sound of Music, 1965, starting when he was 35 years old. Captain Georg von Trapp was the distinguished, wealthy, and initially emotionally distant Austrian naval hero and widower who ran his household with the strict precision of a military ship, famously using a bosun's whistle to summon his 7 children. Plummer's commanding and deeply charismatic performance captured the character's profound transformation from a cold, grief-stricken disciplinarian into a loving father and ardent patriot whose icy heart is melted by the return of music to his home and the arrival of the spirited governess Maria. His emotional rendition of Edelweiss remains one of the most poignant moments in cinema history, symbolizing his deep love for an Austria that was rapidly disappearing under the Nazi regime. The captain did not die on screen. Instead, he successfully engineered a daring escape over the Swiss Alps with his family to avoid conscription into the German Navy, securing their freedom. In real life, Christopher Plummer enjoyed a legendary and critically acclaimed career spanning 7 decades, establishing himself as one of the finest actors of his generation on both stage and screen. He won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for Beginners 2010, becoming the oldest actor to win an acting Oscar at the time, and delivered powerhouse performances in films like The Insider 1999 and Knives Out 2019. His career was characterized by his Shakespearean background and his distinctive rich baritone voice. Christopher Plummer passed away on February 5, 2021, at the age of 91. The cause of his death was complications following a fall. Following his death, he was laid to rest in Weston, Connecticut, U.S. Eleanor Parker, born on June 26, 1922, played the Baroness Elsa Schrader in the film The Sound of Music, 1965, starting when she was 42 years old. The Baroness was the wealthy, sophisticated, and highly cosmopolitan socialite from Vienna who was engaged to Captain von Trapp. Parker brought a sleek elegance, wit, and a touch of icy pragmatism to the role, serving as the perfect foil to the warmth and unrefined innocence of Maria. While effectively the antagonist in the romantic subplot, Parker imbued the Baroness with dignity and grace, portraying her not as a villain, but as a woman of the world who realized she could not compete with the captain's growing love for Maria or his refusal to compromise with the encroaching Nazi regime. She gracefully ended the engagement and exited the story to return to Vienna, surviving the film's events unharmed. In real life, Eleanor Parker enjoyed a highly distinguished career spanning from 1941 to 1991, earning the nickname Woman of a Thousand Faces for her remarkable versatility and ability to disappear into diverse roles. She was a 3-time Academy Award nominee for Best Actress for her powerful performances in the prison drama Caged 1950, the police procedural detective story 1951, and the biographical film Interrupted Melody 1955. Her career was characterized by her beauty, dramatic range, and her ability to play both sympathetic heroines and complex, harder-edged women. Eleanor Parker passed away on December 9, 2013, at the age of 91. The cause of his death was complications from pneumonia. Following her death, she was laid to rest in Palm Springs, California, U.S. Richard Haydn, born on March 10, 1905, portrayed Max Detweiler in the film The Sound of Music, 1965, starting when he was 59 years old. Max Detweiler was the charming, opportunistic, and music-loving impresario who was a close friend of the Von Trapp family, constantly seeking a profitable musical act to manage. Haydn's performance provided essential comic relief and a touch of political ambiguity. Unlike the Captain, Max was pragmatic about the Nazi annexation of Austria, prioritizing survival and business over ideology. However, in the film's climax, he proved his loyalty by stalling the Nazi officials at the Salzburg Music Festival, buying the family crucial time to escape. Max Detweiler did not die on screen. In real life, Richard Haydn enjoyed a successful career spanning from 1938 to 1985, known for his somewhat nasal voice and dignified eccentric persona. He was a British actor and comedian who achieved recognition for his voice work as the caterpillar in Disney's animated Alice in Wonderland 1951, and for his memorable role as the solicitor Herr Falkstein in the comedy classic Young Frankenstein 1974. He was also a writer and director, notably directing Miss Tatlock's Millions 1948. His career was characterized by his unique vocal delivery and his ability to play fastidious, memorable character roles. Richard Haydn passed away on April 25, 1985, at the age of 80. The cause of his death was a heart attack. Following his death, he was laid to rest in Pacific Palisades, California, U.S. Peggy Wood, born on February 9, 1892, played the Mother Abbess in the film The Sound of Music, 1965, starting when she was 73 years old. The Mother Abbess was the wise, compassionate, and spiritually authoritative head of the Nonnberg Abbey, who guided the young, confused postulant Maria. Wood's performance was the emotional and spiritual anchor of the film's first half, famously delivering the inspirational anthem "Climb Every Mountain," which encouraged Maria to face her life rather than hide from it. In the film's tense conclusion, she and the other nuns removed parts from the Nazis' cars to aid the Von Trapps' escape. The character did not die on screen. In real life, Peggy Wood enjoyed a long and prestigious career spanning from 1910 to 1968, encompassing vaudeville, Broadway film, and television. She was a celebrated stage actress and singer starring in the original stage production of Bittersweet in London. She achieved massive television fame as the title character in the heartwarming series Mama, 1949-1957. Her role in The Sound of Music earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress, serving as a crowning achievement to her career. Although her singing voice in the film was dubbed by Marjorie McKay due to Wood's age. Peggy Wood passed away on March 18, 1978, at the age of 86. The cause of his death was a stroke. Following her death, she was laid to rest in New York City, U.S. Charmian Carr, born on December 27, 1942, portrayed Liesl von Trapp in the film The Sound of Music, 1965, starting when she was 22 years old. Liesl was the eldest of the 7 Von Trapp children, a 16-going-on-17 teenager whose character arc centered on her transition from girlhood to womanhood, marked by her secret romance with the messenger, Rolf. Carr's performance in the iconic gazebo scene, singing 16 going on 17 and dancing in the rain, became one of the film's most enduring images of youthful romance and innocence. Liesl survived the film's events, fleeing with her family over the Alps. In real life, Charmian Carr enjoyed a unique career trajectory, spanning from 1965 to 2016. Despite the massive success of The Sound of Music, she largely retired from acting shortly after to raise a family. She later reinvented herself as a highly successful interior designer in Encino, California, counting Michael Jackson among her clients. She also embraced her legacy by writing 2 books, Forever Liesl and Letters to Liesl, engaging deeply with the film's fan base. Charmian Carr passed away on September 17, 2016, at the age of 73. The cause of her death was complications from a rare form of dementia. Following her death, she was laid to rest in Los Angeles, California, U.S. Heather Menzies Ulrich, born on December 3, 1949, played Louisa von Trapp in the film The Sound of Music, 1965, starting when she was 15 years old. Louisa was the third child and the second daughter, characterized as the mischievous prankster of the family who famously hid a spider in the previous governess's bed. Menzies captured the spirited, rebellious nature of the character who, like her siblings, desperately sought her father's attention before finding comfort in Maria's arrival. Louisa survived the film's events. In real life, Heather Menzies Ulrich enjoyed a successful career spanning from 1964 to 1990, appearing in various films and television series. She gained cult recognition for her starring role as Jessica Six in the science fiction series Logan's Run, 1977 to 1978, and appeared in the horror cult classic Piranha, 1978. She was married to actor Robert Urich for nearly 30 years until his death, and became a dedicated advocate for cancer research and patient support through the Robert Urich Foundation. Heather Menzies Ulrich passed away on December 24, 2017, at the age of 68. The cause of her death was glioblastoma brain cancer. Following her death, she was laid to rest in California, U.S. Anna Lee, born on January 2, 1913, portrayed Sister Margareta in the film The Sound of Music, 1965, starting when she was 52 years old. Sister Margareta was the kind-hearted, lenient nun at Nonnberg Abbey, who constantly supported Maria, often advocating for her against the stricter sisters. Lee's character provided a crucial moment of triumph in the film's climax, when she revealed to the Mother Abbess that she had sinned by removing the distributor caps and spark plugs from the Nazis' cars, ensuring the Von Trapps' successful escape. Sister Margareta did not die on screen. In real life, Anna Lee enjoyed a prolific and legendary career spanning from 1932 to 2004. Originally a British film star known as the British Bombshell, she moved to Hollywood and became a favorite of director John Ford, appearing in How Green Was My Valley, 1941, and Fort Apache, 1948. She achieved lasting television fame in her later years as the wealthy, beloved matriarch Lila Quartermaine on the soap opera General Hospital, a role she played for over 2 decades until her death. Anna Lee passed away on May 24, 2004, at the age of 91. The cause of her death was pneumonia and heart disease. Following her death, she was laid to rest at Valley Oaks Memorial Park in Westlake Village, California, U.S. Portia Nelson, born on May 27, 1920, played Sister Bertha in the film The Sound of Music, 1965, starting when she was 45 years old. Sister Bertha was the strict, rule-abiding mistress of novices who famously disapproved of Maria leading the vocal complaint in the song Maria. How do you solve a problem like Maria? Nelson's performance provided the necessary antagonism within the abbey, serving as a foil to Maria's free spirit, though she ultimately joined in the sabotage of the Nazi vehicles to help the family escape. Sister Bertha did not die on screen. In real life, Portia Nelson enjoyed a diverse and respected career spanning from 1950 to 1992, known primarily as a celebrated cabaret singer, songwriter, and author. She was a fixture of the New York cabaret scene in the 1950s. Beyond acting, she is widely remembered for writing the popular philosophical poem Autobiography in 5 Short Chapters, which has become a staple in self-help and recovery circles. Her career was characterized by her sharp wit and musical talent. Portia Nelson passed away on March 6, 2001, at the age of 80. The cause of her death was cancer. Following her death, she was laid to rest in New York City, U.S. Ben Wright, born on May 5, 1915, portrayed Herzler in the film The Sound of Music, 1965, starting when he was 50 years old. Herzler was the chillingly polite but menacing Nazi official Gauleiter, who served as the primary antagonist representing the encroaching Third Reich in Austria. Wright's performance was defined by a quiet, bureaucratic intimidation constantly pressuring Captain von Trapp to display the Nazi flag and accept his commission in the German Navy. He represented the political reality that forced the family's flight, making him a figure of genuine dread amidst the musical's joy. Herzler did not die on screen, but was last seen unsuccessfully attempting to stop the family's escape at the music festival. In real life, Ben Wright enjoyed a successful career spanning from 1936 to 1989, working as a British-born character actor in radio, film, and television. While he played villains in live action, he is famously beloved for his warm voice work in classic Disney animated films, voicing Roger Radcliffe in 101 Dalmatians 1961 and Rama the Wolf in The Jungle Book 1967. His career was characterized by his versatile voice and his ability to play both gentle souls and cold antagonists. Ben Wright passed away on July 2, 1989, at the age of 74. The cause of his death was complications following heart surgery. Following his death, he was laid to rest in Los Angeles, California, U.S. Norma Varden, born on January 20, 1898, played Frau Schmidt in the film The Sound of Music, 1965, starting when she was 67 years old. Frau Schmidt was the efficient, somewhat gossipy, and initially stern housekeeper of the Von Trapp villa, who upheld the captain's strict rules before Maria's arrival. Varden brought a touch of dry humor and eventual warmth to the role, transitioning from a figure who disapproved of Maria's unconventional ways to a loyal member of the household who quietly supported the family's defiance of the Nazis. Frau Schmidt did not die on screen. In real life, Norma Varden enjoyed a long and distinguished career, spanning from 1908 to 1969, beginning as a child prodigy pianist before becoming a celebrated character actress. She was a familiar face in Hollywood's golden age, often cast as wealthy, slightly haughty, or aristocratic British women in classics such as Casablanca, 1942, Alfred Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train, 1951, and as the wealthy wife of the diamond mine owner in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, 1953. Her career was characterized by her distinct height, dignity, and ability to play snooty matrons with comedic flair. Norma Varden passed away on January 17, 1989, at the age of 90. The cause of his death was heart failure. Following her death, she was laid to rest in Santa Barbara, California, U.S. Marni Nixon, born on February 22, 1930, portrayed Sister Sophia in the film The Sound of Music, 1965, starting when she was 35 years old. Sister Sophia was one of the nuns at Nonnberg Abbey who debated Maria's future, famously singing the line, "Her wimple is a little crooked," during the song Maria. This role was a rare and significant on-screen appearance for Nixon, allowing audiences to finally see the face behind one of Hollywood's most famous voices. Sister Sophia survived the film's events. In real life, Marni Nixon enjoyed a legendary career spanning from 1946 to 2016, known in the industry as the Ghostess with the Mostess. She was the premier ghost singer of cinema, secretly providing the singing vocals for the biggest stars of the era, including Natalie Wood in West Side Story 1961, Deborah Kerr in The King and I 1956, and Audrey Hepburn in My Fair Lady 1964. Her contribution to the American musical canon is immeasurable, though often uncredited at the time. Her later career finally brought her public recognition, including stage roles and concerts. Marni Nixon passed away on July 24, 2016, at the age of 86. The cause of her death was complications from breast cancer. Following her death, she was laid to rest in New York City, U.S. Gertrude Astor, born on November 9, 1887, appeared as a party guest in the film The Sound of Music, 1965, starting when she was 77 years old. She portrayed an elderly, elegant aristocrat at the Von Trapp ball, bringing a touch of genuine old-world glamour and history to the scene. Her appearance was a significant, albeit uncredited cameo for film historians, as she was a living link to the earliest days of cinema, appearing amidst a modern 1960s musical production. Her character survived the film. In real life, Gertrude Astor enjoyed a monumental and historic career spanning from 1915 to 1966, holding the distinction of being one of Hollywood's most prolific and enduring character actresses. She famously signed the first contract ever given to a female character actor by Universal Studios. Standing 5'11", she was often cast as wealthy matron socialites or comic foils. She successfully transitioned from silent films to talkies, appearing in classics like The Strong Man, 1926, and John Ford's The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, 1962. Her career was characterized by her incredible longevity, her work ethic, and her status as a true silent film pioneer who continued to work until the end of her life. Gertrude Astor passed away on her 90th birthday, November 9, 1977. The cause of her death was a stroke. Following her death, she was laid to rest at Hollywood Forever Cemetery in Los Angeles, California, U.S. Who's your favorite character from The Sound of Music? It's always tough to say goodbye to beloved cast members who are no longer with us. How does that make you feel? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you're enjoying our content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. We appreciate having you in our community.